Today we go inside Gaston County Schools with a look at the agricultural science program at North Gaston High School. Plus we find out how the arts are being added to the STEAM Academy at W.P. Greer Middle School. But first, we want to say congratulations to the Gaston County Schools class of 2026. During our graduation ceremonies in May, nearly 2,400 seniors received their diploma, and our most recent graduates were offered more than $36 million in scholarships to attend some of the most prestigious colleges and universities in our state and across the nation. We also had one student in the class of 2026 to earn 13 years of perfect attendance. Let's take a look at what Madison Watson from the Highland School of Technology had to say about being perfect when it comes to school attendance.
Hello, my name is Madison Watson. I'm a senior at Highland School of Technology in the graphics pathway, and I am planning on going to the University of Alabama, and I'm going to be majoring in news media, and I hope after college to be a journalist for either a news organization or working in sports or politics. For having 13 years of perfect attendance, I'm very excited about it. I'm very proud of it. It's definitely an accomplishment. There were definitely days that I didn't want to come into school, or it was hard, or I wanted to skip, but I just kept going, and I'm very proud of myself for doing it. It's very rewarding. Coming to school is very important because this is where you come to get your education. So I never missed class, and I was always here. So I always knew that what was expected of me, and I always knew the material that I needed to know. So I never missed any days or anything. So I always knew all the curriculum, and so I never really got behind. So it's really important to stay on top of your studies and stay in school for sure. When I came into my senior year, I did know that I had perfect attendance. So when I started in elementary school, I never missed kindergarten. I never missed first grade, second grade. I think probably about that point in my life, that's when I realized that I had perfect attendance. And from there, I just wanted to continue to keep it going until my senior year.
Congratulations, Madison, and congratulations to Ronald Tavia Pablo. He graduated from North Gaston High School, enlisted in the United States Marines, and earned a spot in the United States Marine Band. You can scan the QR code on the screen to find out more about Ronald, his involvement in the band at North Gaston, and his leadership role as the marching band drum major. In August 2025, we celebrated the grand opening of the new building for W.P. Greer Middle School. It was a wonderful celebration for a wonderful school. Not only does Greer have a brand new building, the school has a new academic program, a STEAM Academy. So now, Gaston County Schools has the STEAM Academy for middle school students at both Greer and Stanley Middle School. STEAM stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, Art, and Mathematics. So how is Greer focusing on art? One way is by teaching students how to play the guitar.
I started teaching here last year. I was hired on to just teach band, and I was told, you have another class to work with. 1, 2, ready, and 2, 3, 4. And the plan was to do general music initially. And then so we do that for 2 measures, then what chord are we going to? And then I talked to some of the other directors and asked around, do we have any guitars in the county that we can just borrow or use? I had played enough that I felt comfortable instructing it, and was interested in offering that to students as an alternative to band or chorus. The first classes were large. We had pretty much max capacity. And so I kind of just jumped into it, and we hit the ball rolling, and the kids didn't know they had signed up for it either. That first class, they thought they were getting general music. And I said, hey, welcome to guitar. Some kids were super excited about it because they had no idea it was coming. The majority of kids were just kind of like, okay, let's go with it. And of course, some kids were like, I don't want to play guitar, and that's okay, of course, too.
I was excited. I was like, yes, I can finally get more into learning it. I like how I'm able to show Mr. Honey what I've learned at home and be able to express how much I love music.
I've always always been interested in guitar, so I thought it was cool to take a class and that the school offered it. And then when I actually got to start playing it, it was a little hard, but I got used to it, and Mr. Honey said that picking up guitar is the easiest, but staying with it is the hardest, and I understand that fully because it is hard to keep going with it.
It didn't turn out that hard, not hard as I thought it would be.
I want to be able to like play for other people, just being able to go out and express and play for people like background music and stuff.
I think I probably want to keep on learning and then turn this into something big. Like I probably want to do something around the field of music since I'm just really interested in music.
Overall, I think it's been extremely positive, and it's been interesting for me because I initially thought, okay, I'm gonna get a lot of band and a lot of chorus kids who are already involved in music. They're just gonna wanna kind of add this into their music lives that already exists. But actually the majority of our kids are kids who are currently not getting any music education at all at Greer. They're not involved in chorus, they're not involved in band, and we do have a few who come from band and a few who come from chorus. Good, Eric. Would love for it to follow the model that we already have for chorus and band, where you go to high school and the education continues and you continue to hone that craft, get more education, and go further down the path. I think the most important part of being a teacher is teaching what you're passionate about, and if you're not passionate about it, it's probably not going to amount to much of anything. So everyone has their different kind of focuses or interests, and guitar just happened to be something that I found during COVID and am extremely interested in and enjoy a lot. And so I think that the kids can feed off that. Third time.
Break the silence. Guitar class is not the only opportunity for students at Greer to be involved in the arts. In the spring, the students took the stage and presented their own version of The Lion King. It was a theater production that impressed everyone who saw it.
We needed a component to encourage children to come to Greer to be involved in our STEAM Academy, and so for an arts component we decided to add theater.
Be prepared. We didn't have this last year, so when I heard that there was going to be theater this year, I was really excited because I've always wanted to do something like this.
As far as an organized theater production, we were going to be the only middle school doing that.
I couldn't learn the time. What a wonderful phrase.
It was actually very natural to figure out who was going to be cast into what role. They just naturally acted like different characters.
I am Scar, and I really enjoyed this role. I'm glad that I was given the opportunity to do this in the first place, because I feel like I found a group of people where like I can just be myself without worrying about being judged or anything like that. I really enjoy the character Scar. He's so evil. He's fun to play.
We started rehearsal in February, rehearsed 3 days a week.
The hardest days were the days leading up because we had to stay until school till 8, and that was very, very tiring.
I knew it was going to happen because when I start something, I'm going to finish it. And I knew we were going to do it. I just didn't know how it would be perceived and how it would be accepted, if people would enjoy it. I was very pleased and surprised at how well it was received. They did not expect that it was going to be a real show. They thought it was going to be like an elementary PTO program with just kids standing up there singing a couple songs and maybe somebody dressed in a costume. I was hoping that they would be surprised, and they were.
It was very nerve-wracking at first. The first night I was like shivering backstage. I was so like, oh, but when I got into it, I really felt seen, you know? Like I felt like I could really just embody this character without anyone judging me.
The shyness kind of fell away when they got on the stage, and the stage just kind of opened up their little hidden talents, and they were able to just take on the characters and not worry about whether someone was looking at them or not. It's like that it separated them from an audience in a way they could just, you know, be themselves and be the characters. Just all of the kids and the teachers worked together towards something that turned out to be amazing. They're saying, okay, I'm not going to complain because I really want to be in the show next year, so I'm not going to complain about anything. You just tell me, what do I need to do? What do I need to do to be ready? I already have some ideas, but I'm not saying anything yet. I'm not telling anybody anything yet.
Every spring, with the arrival of warmer weather, many people love to spend time in the garden, and that is what has been happening at our school nutrition location in Lowell. It's where we have the Gaston County Schools farm-to-school garden and where fresh produce is harvested to serve in our school cafeterias. In May, 150 pounds of lettuce and carrots were harvested from the garden, and our central kitchen staff used the fresh produce in 1,350 side salads that were served to students in the Cherville, Bessemer City, Belmont, Cramerton, and Lowell McAdenville area schools. Students at North Gaston High School are learning about gardening, farming, and all sorts of agriculture. Last year, North Gaston began offering agricultural science as one of its career and technical education options. Let's find out what the program is about and why students are interested in it.
This class brings awareness to students about the agriculture that's in the area and the agriculture that once was. It allows students to understand different jobs they can do. The greenhouse industry is really big here. You have the forestry industry. They can do different kind of aspects. It's a good program that allows students to be very hands-on, not only just on the farm, but they can learn welding, electrical, different programs, forestry. It's large variety of things they can do. The Herefords genetics is much stronger overall than the Angus.
Well, I live on a farm and my dad was teaching it, and I kind of wanted to learn some other stuff. It's really important for me to know this because, well, after my dad retires from doing it, then I'm going to start doing it on the farm and stuff like that. So it's good for me to know how to do this extra stuff, since I've been around it, but I really didn't know all the stuff about it.
The crop does what? It stores it, right?
I feel like there's a lot of opportunities you can get from it. I didn't really have much experience with agriculture, but I feel like now that I've taken the class, I feel like I have more opportunities and I can get more jobs in the future. I feel like I've just gained so much more knowledge.
Use this knowledge to maybe bring farms back and educate more people on how they work.
The biggest thing is since we are a leadership school, we kind of look at the see, do, get model. We want to have the students kind of see where they want to be in the next 4 years. And then we want to help guide them of what they need to do so they can accomplish what they've been seeing their ultimate goal. And the result when they graduate is they're getting the education, they're getting the classes, they're getting the training that they would need for them to be productive and help them overall.
North Gaston is home to the Gaston County Schools Leadership Academy for high school students. And not only is the school focusing on leadership in its agriculture program, but students are stepping up to be leaders in academics, sports, fine arts, extracurricular activities, and community involvement. That's what's helped North Gaston earn the prestigious Leader in Me Lighthouse School distinction. It's an award that recognizes the school's commitment to focusing on leadership and giving both students and teachers opportunities to be leaders at school and in the community. North Gaston and Carr Elementary are our two schools in Gaston County that are Leader in Me Lighthouse schools, and we are very proud of the work that is being done to teach students how to be leaders. You'll find leadership opportunities for students across all of our schools. In the Marine Corps JROTC program at East Gaston High School, it's about teaching students how to be leaders when it comes to focusing on teamwork, being confident, developing character, addressing challenges, and understanding why it's important to contribute to the community.
Good afternoon, sir.
What is JROTC? It's a way to develop responsible and informed men and women to make them positive contributors to whatever community they choose to serve in. While the structure looks like the military and the things that you see us do look a lot like what the military does, the real purpose behind it is to build self-confidence, to create teamwork, to enable better communication among young men and women so they can solve problems together, so they can be productive members of their society, their community. I think the primary element of what makes junior ROTC important is building leaders. No matter where you are in the world or in your community, we always depend on leaders. So having the self-confidence, having the communication skills, the teamwork skills is all about being or what help people become leaders. We do teach the leadership traits and principles is one of the key elements of that.
We teach them customs and courtesies, first aid, leadership it's called a leadership education class. So that's the biggest thing we focus on is the leadership traits, leadership principles, how to deal with others, how to take charge, how to follow instructions, how to work as a team, put others before yourself, and volunteering is a bigger part of the program, just giving back to your community and community service, just being a good citizen.
It's definitely helped me be more confident and get out of my shell. The program's not to build soldiers, it's to build leaders.
You get to be someone you never thought you could be, and it just gives you more opportunities in school and out of school. I mean, you gain different character traits, you gain, this respect that, you didn't think you had.
I see that the junior ROTC program provides students another option for what they can do in terms of extracurricular activities. So it's not just a daily class, but we also offer opportunities to be on the drill team or the air rifle team or a physical fitness team or on part of the color guard. So there's a lot of opportunities for kids to help find ways where they can participate.
We have what they call ROTC kids. Like you got band kids, you got athletes, you got the arts kids, and you got some that this is where they fit in at.
Coming from someone who didn't know really much about it, building a friendship in it or like a family, gets you out of your comfort zone, makes you feel comfortable, and it gives you more opportunities to be something more.
About 10% of our class usually goes to the military each year. The rest of them just go on to be productive citizens, and that's the goal.
Before we go, we want to give a shout out to our students, teachers, administrators, and all employees in Gaston County Schools for their concentration on higher academic achievement during the 2025-2026 school year. When the state releases the official test results, we will have the information on our website so you will be able to see how well our students did, and we believe that our schools are going to have a lot to celebrate. Be sure to stay connected to Gaston County Schools for the latest school news and information. You can visit our website, download our mobile app, follow us on social media, and watch school TV from Gaston County Schools on Spectrum Channel 21 and our website. Plus, you can download our school TV app on Roku and Apple TV. Thank you for watching. We hope you will join us next time when we go inside Gaston County Schools.